God bless you. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I choose to rejoice and be glad in it. I'm Dr. Charles Kent, and you've tuned into another Word Fitly Spoken. Our word for today is boss. Boss. Yes, I know. We're going to get into it. This is what I've written in my book, A Word Fitly Spoken, and I think this will be a blessing to you. The protocol of faith is about order, the proper way of doing a thing. The lack of protocol will get you in trouble. We must be pleasing in the sight of God. That's the main thing, is how we're doing with that. Pleasing in the sight of God. The way to do this is by having faith. Hebrews 11 and 6 says this, by faith things happen. Faith is the boss of the universe. The things of God have protocol, and faith has protocol. The ingredients for the protocol of faith are BOSS, B.O.S.S. Believing, obeying, speaking, and seeing. And I'm still not really sure about the last two, the S's, the speaking and the seeing. Which is better? Which is first, rather, the seeing or the speaking? We'll let you work with that. Without faith, it's impossible to please God. The protocol, procedure, the principle, the policy, and the pattern of faith are all about how this idea works. The necessary steps have not changed over the years. Back in the day, I spent time in the kitchen. I enjoyed baking pies. I did. One of my favorite was a strawberry cream cheese, and I would do it with a graham cracker crust. I remember not having all of my ingredients and still trying to make it work. It didn't work. And some people were kind enough to tell me, there's just something missing here. And others were not so nice and said, what happened, Charles? This isn't your best. No matter how it's relayed to you, if you're missing one of these ingredients as it relates to faith, it will be incomplete. Excuse me. Believe, obey, speak, and see. It takes them all to produce a productive faith walk. It's time for you and I to ask ourselves, not am I pleasing to you or pleasing to that one or pleasing to this one or pleasing to our family, but are we pleasing to God? Are we pleasing God? And this is the criteria. You can try to bake that pie, you can try to make that cake, but if you don't have all the right ingredients, then it's not going to come out right. And you should know that it's not right. And so faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And it takes this believing, obeying, speaking, and seeing in order for you and I to move into an element of faith. And without it, without faith, we missing something in this equation. How you gonna bake a pound cake without butter? How you gonna do a sweet potato pie without sweet potatoes? You don't have faith unless it's believing, and you need to work on what you believe. You really do. You need to ask yourself, what am I believing? What is my belief system? What does it look like? And then you need to obey. This is critical. Obedience. Obedience. You got to obey. Otherwise, you don't really believe. If I believe that this chair is going to hold me up, then I do what? I sit in it. Many people are not believing that Jesus died, rose again, and is coming back. And so therefore they cannot obey him. It's difficult for them to obey something or someone that they cannot see. But for all of us that are truly believers, we don't have to see it. We don't have to feel him and touch him in order for us to know that something has transpired down on the inside of us. I'm not the same person. Trust me, I'm not the same person that I was before Christ and what I am right now. You would not want to meet me before Christ, BC. And so I know that there is a God and I know that he lives within me. And so therefore I read his word and I obey what the word says. That's critical in your faith walk. Speaking it is like really, I believed and therefore I speak, the writer wrote. If you don't believe it, keep your mouth shut. Just hold on. That's what I recommend. Just kind of chill. Meditate over that thing. Get it down in your psyche before you start speaking something. Because I told you that when you hear it in your ear, it'll get in your heart. And out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth is going to speak. And the mouth is your what? Your manufacturing of unseen things habitually. It's going to manufacture. It's going to make things happen. The Hebrews said it like this. He said, by his words, we are framing our world. Listen to what you are saying. But I got to take it a step further. It's not what you're saying that is the issue. It's what you're hearing. Because what you hear will get in your heart. And then you can't do anything other than just speak it out of your mouth. And that's why I said seeing and speaking is kind of interchangeable. Because you can't speak something that you don't see. You don't see yourself in that promotion. You don't see yourself starting that business. You don't see yourself successful in this relationship. Then you can't really say that. You can't really preach that. You can't really talk about it. But when you see it down on the inside, you start speaking it. We talk about the things that we love. We talk about the things that are dear to us. And it's about time that we work this obvious protocol in faith. This obvious protocol, believing, obeying, speaking, and seeing. It's going to work, and it's working for a lot of other people. It might as well work for you and me. I'm Dr. Charles Kent with another Word Fitly Spoken. God bless you.